Defendant's name.
Waylon Coates.
Paul Hughes, P. 31986, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Hello, Ms. Coates.
Hello.
All right, Ms. Coates, have you applied for SARA funding?
Yes, I have.
All right, Ms. Lee, can we verify that?
Yes, I can confirm that.
All right, this is a SARA case. Your case is subject to the stay of the Michigan Supreme Court. This matter will adjourn out to February 25th, 2022, 9 a.m.
Okay. I also got a second court date for the 28th of this month.
Right.
So how should I go about that?
Do you really want to come back and see me?
I don't like the courtrooms.
Because I don't want to offend the man, but
Right.
All right.
Ms. Lee, what is the SARA number for this case?
It is 422940.
Thank you.
All right. No, Ms. Coates, you do not have to come back next week. You just need to come back in February. And I take no offense. You didn't want to come see me. All right. That's all right. All right. You take care.
Everyone have a good day. Thank you.
Hearings on Stanton versus Stanton. Hearings on Stanton versus Stanton. And then there's a hearing on Turnkey Property Solutions versus Darlene Jackson. And I never heard what happened with Mr. Stanton.
Okay, as usual, half the fun is the other participants in the Zoom call. And this guy, Rex Lanier, bottom left on my screen, it's like he doesn't have his volume on. He doesn't know, but I think he does crack a smile. Tell me in the comments below if you think he cracks a smile eventually. Attorney Morawski, David Morawski there, he's just enjoying it in, but you can see the smirk. And Darlene, she just wants her case called and she's cranky as can be.
Okay. All right, Ms. Stanton.
I'm here, young.
Okay. I was looking.
By the way, I just want to say thank you. I just saw that as I was going on with this, and I plan on doing something on that. But I haven't even seen it yet. But you know, I usually follow any Kim Blendino leads.
In the file that indicates that you are owner of the property in question.
Okay, now that's being said, now I submitted the mortgage form.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you could hear it. She said, I don't see anything showing that you're owner of the property, and she's trying to do something with the property in court. And she said, okay, that being said, as if it's irrelevant. I mean, that's the crux of the whole problem here. She doesn't have a capacity to do what she wants to do, and the judge just cannot explain it to her.
Yes, I got that.
Let me tell you, Jan, and go ahead.
That just indicates you've been added to the mortgage, but there's no deed, no anything saying that you're the owner of that property.
Me and my husband shared that house. Me, my husband, and my 2 kids. That boy that's living at the house or anything, you know, I'm the wife. I'm what's my husband's wife. You know what I'm saying? So the wife to me is the administrator. You know what I'm saying? That's like if I had passed away.
I'm sorry. She says, I'm the wife. So the wife to me is the administrator. I just can't tell you how wrong this is in this sense. The wife usually is the administrator as a matter of law. But if you haven't filed a probate action, there's no administrator. I don't. It's not what your feelings are or your thoughts on the issue. There's rules and they need to be followed. It's real simple.
You know what I'm saying? The house automatically, you know, my husband got some shots. I mean, he calling things. You mean to tell me that I have no rights knowing that I was married to my husband? I presented the marriage license, the death certificate, you know, proving.
Okay, Ms. Stanton, I think we went over this before. Your difficulty is that you don't understand the law. You don't get to just.
Now, let me tell you.
listen to me, because I've read the emails where you said I was unfair, blah, blah, blah. I got all of that. I know that you're frustrated I'm not giving you what you want. I don't have the authority to make a determination that you, as the wife of someone deceased, is now the owner. That has to come through a probate court, a court that deals with cases after someone has died. You need to be found or determined or ordered as the executor or administrator of the estate, and that order would give you, if a judge chooses to give you the right to negotiate on as to property, there to be a finding guide. That's what I told you to do.
I'm aware of that. Okay, in the meantime, in between time, this boy been living over there for a year and 3 months, and the property taxes is damn near $10,000. So eventually, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get this process together too, because I talked to the people at the probate court.
In the meantime and tween time. Oh, yeah.
And they was telling me for me to get a changeover of the deed into my name, that's $175. You know what I'm saying? So in the meantime, between time, okay, it's like this. Okay, they're showing leniency as far as the property tax out of my husband's name transferring to my name. You know, they're gonna end up taking the house come next year in March anyway.
Correct. So you got to figure out how to get the deed in your name.
That was the advice I gave you before, that you have to go through probate court. If probate court issues an order that says you're the administrator and you can execute as to property rights, I will have a full conversation with you about this case. But right now, you are not the legal owner of that property.
But Your Honor, you got to look at it like this too. He ain't either. You know what I'm saying? He just over there. He don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? He ain't killed my dog. You know, I got police reports that he sells dope out me and my kids' house. You know what I'm saying? The house that he shared with my husband. So what could be
to go through all of this with you? I'm not going to go back and forth. I don't have the legal authority to do what it is you're asking. I need a probate court order.
I'm going to tell you like this. This is all you had to say in the beginning, and I wouldn't have to be filing, another motion with the courts. You could have just told me that from day one.
I did.
No, you didn't.
You never listen to me. You get on the phone and tell me what you think I need to do. I am not going to argue with you.
I'm not going to argue with you either. And then I don't like how you be trying to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown woman. I'm not one of your kids. Okay, that being said, I know what to do. Goodbye.
Have a nice day.
Bitch.
That matter is dismissed. This case is dismissed. Case number 210739. LT is dismissed. Yep. We're still on the record. Case number 210739 LT. Court is going to order court officers to go to Ms. Stanton's house for direct contempt on the record. Set the matter for a hearing after she is picked up.
Okay, I just put Oscar in there to break it up so I would know. We're now going to the second hearing. And I feel for this woman who just doesn't understand the situation. She's saying, it's my husband's property, he died, and I should get it. And she probably does get it, but she hasn't gone through the process to transfer title to her yet. She either needs to be administrator of the estate or have title of that property in her name. What she's trying to do is an eviction proceeding, but we haven't crossed the threshold issue of, do you own the property? She probably is the rightful owner in the sense that that's where it should land, but she hasn't done it yet. And therefore she does not have the capacity to take any actions. The judge cannot explain this to her. She just will not have it. It's too much. So you heard what she did. She holds her in contempt right there, and then we see the next thing. Thank you again, appearance after she spends a little time in jail for contempt.
All right. This is case number 210739 ST, People versus Stanton. Stand to your feet. Tell me your full name.
Fatima Idella Stanton.
Do you know why you're here?
I'm here because I was told that I disrespected you when we had court for regarding my house over there on Princeton Street.
Okay. And do you know what the allegation of disrespect is?
It's not clear. Can you explain it to me? First, can I say this to apologize? You know,
This almost sounds like it's going well, but it's not. She says, do you know what you did? She said, no, I don't know. Could you explain it to me? I mean, we just watched the hearing. Does that require any explanation where the disrespect was? So, and then she said, I don't know what it is, but I want to apologize. Oh, so you do know you did something wrong, and you know exactly what you did wrong. But she doesn't apologize correctly, and you'll see.
I've been dealing with a whole lot lately, but yet that didn't give me the right, you know what I'm saying, to disrespect you. I asked for you to accept my apology, and I'd like to say, you know, my apologies to the courts as well. That it never happened again.
What are you apologizing for if you're unclear about what the disrespect was?
Okay, could you proceed?
You called me a bitch on Zoom.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
called me a bitch
Yeah,
on Zoom
yeah,
while I was trying to help you.
yeah,
You called me go talk. Service. You didn't like the answer that I gave you, so you called me a bitch and hung up on me. That's why you spent the night in jail. That's why I asked you those questions, to see if you would accept responsibility. You did not. And I also know that you have been calling and getting nasty with my staff on the phone. I know it.
Can I explain something?
I don't think you should. Because if it's another excuse, I don't want to hear it. Everybody in this room is going through something. Everybody in this room. We've lost people. We've had financial difficulties. We've had health challenges. But we come here and treat people with respect. I will not allow you to contact this court or to talk to me in that fashion. You taught me a very, very valuable lesson. I won't help anybody else. I am obligated by law not to give legal advice. I was trying to assist you so that you could go to the right court, get what you needed to get to proceed on. You didn't want to hear it. You felt like what you submitted was enough and I should take it and do what you asked. You don't run this. You understand why my bitch is up higher than every seat in this room? I run this. Now, if you see me at Food Max, we can greet each other and everything's, but here, the way things work, but you will not disturb the court via Zoom or in person by using.
I hate to interrupt this fantastic tirade, but you see where it's going, and it continues. Keep an eye on Corey as she winds down. He and his finishes. It's fantastic.
Foul language and being argumentative won't happen. Won't happen. Ever. I dismissed your case. You hung up on me, so you didn't even hear that. So if you want to refile that, you have to start all over. And the court does find you in direct contempt of court and will sentence you to 3 days jail. I understand that you've been in since yesterday. You'll spend another night and be released tomorrow. Have a nice day.